Hello, Allison. We meet once again.
Hello, Megan.
Let's go. Okay, ready? Eyes closed.
Oh, right.
Close them. All right,
They're
ready?
closed.
Rock,
I promise.
paper,
Yep.
scissors, shoot.
Uh-oh.
Okay, round two. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shit! Surely that can't happen a third time.
We just do it for the joke.
My eyes are closed.
All right, same. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it, Megan! I almost did scissors too, but I was like, no, there's no way.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
God. This is a record. This has to be a record.
I fear it is. Okay. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This intro is going to be like 12 minutes long because we can't get through rock, paper, scissors.
Shall we try a different game?
What other game can we do?
I have no idea. Tic-tac-toe, I hold it up. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, okay. That's one for me. That's one for me.
Okay, rock,
What? Yeah.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck.
Okay, rock,
Yeah.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Shit!
Yes!
Damn it. All that for that fucking...
Is that 7 episodes in a row? I have one on season 2.
I don't think you've hosted a single episode of season 2. I think it's been me the whole time.
Sweep all of season 2, please.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're Rated MA. I'm Allie. This is Meg. And we are watching Andor season 2, episode 7. This episode is called Messenger. I had to look that one up real quick. I'm a little nervous for this arc. This is the Gorman massacre arc. Very familiar with it. If you've been following along with our channel, you've heard me mention this a few times. I am assuming a fair few people are going to die, not just Gormans. Meg and I have our own theories on who we think's going to go. We've talked about it a bit on camera and a little bit off camera. Meg, theories, quickly, go.
Theories. Okay, people who die. Bix, Cyril, possibly Luthen.
Those are the three we've got our money on, is Luthen, Bix, and Cyril. I'm going at least Cyril. I'm considering Cyril done for.
I think Cyril and Bix, at least, I think they're going to hold on Luthen until a little bit towards the end because it gives us some hope for those who also haven't seen Rogue One, but also, like, not knowing quite what happens to Luthen. I mean, maybe something different happens to him. Maybe he has a different ending, but I think something's going to happen, and that's going to be his downfall in the last arc.
Yeah. It could be. Cyril and Bix, I think, are almost 100% assuredly gone. Meg and I are cheating just a little bit because Diego Luna did an interview when he was at Star Wars Celebration talking about how episode 8 is one of his favorites. Episode 8 also happens to fall in line with like the midpoint Dark Night of the Soul, which if you're familiar with our channel, you've heard me talk about before. These are moments in a script that are considered turning points, in which these are moments in which our protagonist, Cassian, hits a point of no return where he cannot go back to the way things were before. I don't think our midpoint has come up yet. I think our midpoint is going to be here in episode 7. I think the death of Bix is going to be our Dark Night of the Soul, and I think all that's going to carry us into Act 4 of Andor, which is really the Act 3 of the hero's journey, which is the climax resolution and return.
I have a feeling Cyril's going to be the one who kills Bix.
That is not a bad guess. Meg and I, the reason that we're still talking about this before we get into this episode, because I want to get all of our thoughts out before we are influenced by this episode. We cannot figure out why Cassian is going to return to Gorman because it's been a year and they went to Gorman and then returned, but then Cinta was killed on Gorman. Vel was there. But if Bix and Cassian are to be involved in the Gorman massacre, is Luthen the one that sends him back? Maybe? I don't know. Or does something happen and Cassian has to go to Gorman? Like, is he forced there? We have no idea. So we are very curious to see how this is going to go, which is why it is worth talking about before we get into the reaction. Yeah, I think those are most of my thoughts. We won't ramble for too long. I know you guys want to watch the episode just as much as we do. If you are new to our channel, Meg and I do take notes while we watch. So if you see us looking down or seemingly not paying attention, I promise we are. We are just trying to take notes. We're going to come back after the end of the episode and have a group discussion between the two of us, talk about some theories, things that we're interested in, things that we really liked. If you're new to our channel, I tend to talk a lot about script stuff and story elements, where Meg talks a lot about camera work and set design and things like that. The two of us work in production currently, so that's kind of our gambit. That's where we run. I'm very anxious to get into this. Meg is very anxious to get into this.
Hit play.
Let's get started. Bitch, I am so nervous for this episode.
I'm nervous for the next episode.
Yeah, the next one's gonna be rough.
Are those the bells too from Ferrix that ring?
I was just thinking that. Yes, they are. They're the like funeral dirge bells.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yavin! It's Yavin!
For Yavin!
It's the rebellion base on Yavin! Shut up! Oh, I love it. I wonder if we'll see Melshi. That was another theory I had, was that Melshi was already in the rebellion. I wonder if we're going to see him.
Fun fact, when I worked at Rise of the Resistance, Yavin was my home planet.
Is it Melshi or Cass?
Melshi.
Wait, I'm trying to look in the background. Oh, it's Pac! Or Pac. Will. I'm sorry. It's Pac's son, Will. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. I forgot all about him.
Yes.
Pull his shoulder? Old ass man?
Me.
Yes.
I'll be late.
What's more important?
Shirtless Cassian for the win.
Easy, easy.
That was easier.
Pick another spot.
Just relax.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Oh, she's definitely dying. Guys, I'm sorry. She's gone.
I can come back.
Don't you dare.
I was about to send a search party.
A little family reunion.
Yeah, happy moments. There's a death coming.
Things are getting really organized around here.
Tell me about it. Yeah. It's alright. I've got it. Thanks.
I love like their setup.
I do too.
More than I have. Thanks.
I would live here. If this was like a hotel in the fucking Amazon, I would stay there. This is so cool. One thing I've always really appreciated about Star Wars sets, especially big sets like this, I like how lived in they feel.
Strikes again in Gorman. Just 3 weeks after events in Korea and Jelnovi, there was a firebombing last night at the naval terminal.
Not this news reporter.
The entire city, local leaders are urging calm, and so far there's been no statement or claim of.
I kind of like his hair like that.
You can feel this.
It do be cute. It fits him really well.
Mhm.
Tightening up.
What the hell is that collar of that shirt, though?
I don't know.
Dragging you out there for what? Help him torch the place?
It's not like that. Not now. It's the Empire with the torches. They've gone insane.
Oh my god, are Cassian and Will gonna go to Gorman? Is he gonna lose Will and Bix at the same time? I do not have a good feeling about this. Some might even say, I've got a bad feeling about this.
She's there in Gorman. In the open, I've seen her. She's there now, and she's there waiting to be killed. And I know you're going to say it's for revenge, but it's not. She's been coming for Luthen since Ferrix. She's been coming after him, and you, and all of us, and everyone we know.
I also have theories that this is the arc where we're going to meet K2SO, but I'm not sure yet. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen him yet.
You said you thought on the battle at the Battle of Gorman, right?
I have a theory that the K2 droids will be deployed at Gorman because they are really fucking powerful droids, and that might be where Cassian snatches K2. Because I believe that is how Cassian and K2 meet, is that Cassian like deprograms him and reprograms him and like steals him, but I'm not 100% sure. but I know the K2 droids belong to Krennic.
I can see that happening, and also I really just need to I need to just write it all myself to stop saying Battle of Gorman. It's Gorman Massacre. I need to stop this.
There is apparently no suitable replacement or synthetic alternative for the Gorman substrate material.
I see.
It's not for lack of effort. Krennic's had the lab in Edu working overtime all year.
Edu! That's where Jyn Erso's dad is. That's where
It's bad
Galen
enough
is. Edu.
We have plenty of security. What I need now is some clarity on how exactly.
Why does she look like she's in like an underground bunker?
She could be.
You've done excellent work bringing this forward. Everyone that matters knows how well you've played this.
Captain Kylo knows the objective. He will answer to you operationally. The tactical details, however.
Do you think she knows Cyril's gonna die?
I think she's aware there's danger, but I don't know that she cares about that yet.
That is what I've been trying to do since I got here. That is what you told me you wanted, and now there's evidence I have to beg for?
We are trying to prevent an incident.
Like keeping me in the dark.
Bro, your role was a lie.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
You need to go home and pack and be ready to leave when I tell you.
Yeah, she wants him gone. She doesn't want him there. He's gonna stay and get killed. Bye, Cyril. I like you, actually, genuinely as a character.
For what? What have we accomplished?
Oh. Oh.
Why does he look like that's the first time they've kissed in 2 years?
Me?
Do what I told you.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Kyle Solar where he said that the one thing that Cyril stands for is like justice, integrity, and honor. And if that turns out to be a lie, it'll break him. And I was like, uh-oh. Dedra's kind of been setting him up a little bit.
Oh.
Mon
Why?
Mothma, let me see your fit, queen. Baller.
Are you planning to go to the office today?
Eventually. It's
Her cunty little assistant. Oh my god.
Senate security.
ridiculous. I'll speak to them. Thank you. I'm requesting a new driver.
Don't. They might send someone smart.
Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think I've clocked this before. Her assistant, this guy, is a character that was in Rebels.
Past year, there was increased speculation overnight.
Why can't our security systems look like this?
Because the US is lame.
Yeah.
Just like one day, I want someone to rock up in like fuchsia.
I feel like that'd be like a Gorman look.
Yeah.
The brave face you put to the world. I've done a poor job letting you know how much I admire your grace
Oh.
and energy.
There's a reason she becomes the Chancellor.
No way, my
After-
camera just turned off.
Please hold for technical difficulties while Meg resets her camera.
Your constant courage. The brave face you put to the world. I've done a poor job letting you know how much I admire your grace.
I think this is the first time someone has ever said something nice to Mon Mothma.
And she's such a gem.
Protect
I know.
yourself.
Protect yourself?
Oh, she got the white boots on. Queen.
Don't like that.
Why she got the evil music? Man, this set is so dope.
Un laïfique bénache bicelle mon poche. Fic up serre force.
Serre force? Nash fix ketan serre force à Dogambolis.
Pas vu le finègue. Nage croque vu l'enfant. C'est le mousticor et le brave.
Dans l'ambivec fikembo.
I cannot get over how much this sounds like genuine French.
It does.
I am studying French. I've been studying French for about 3 years. And it is kind of crazy to me how much this sounds like the French language.
Dash pitum ko. Dilan molen walai. Mukum kozma.
I love that line. If they take that from us, then what's worth saving? Oh, cool. It's like a little community. I'm trying to see if that's someone over there.
Here.
I'm not the one she'd be straining out.
She hated force
She
healers.
hated one force healer 10 years ago.
One was enough.
Force healers?
You wouldn't be faking something if it never worked.
Why not? What does that even mean?
I wore my force sensitive shirt today just because it's a Star Wars shirt. Did I summon a force user, guys?
Maybe you are a force user and that's how you knew.
I'm definitely a force user, for sure.
What's the risk?
And here we go. Oh, his wound.
That's a good plant in place.
Who are you?
Nobody. I was just walking home. We're just leaving.
Can you wait, please?
Do you think force like healers are kind of seen as like weirdos in a way because he's like absolutely not?
I mean, at this point, a lot of force users have been wiped out because of Order 66. I think it's more of just like a taboo thing of like, this is someone who could have been a Jedi, maybe. But she's older, so I wonder if she was a Jedi.
You. All that you've been gathering. The strength of spirit. Surely you must feel it.
It's like this lady is
Come
off
back
her
and let you know.
rocker.
You saw something.
I like that Bix believes, though. That's kind of interesting for her character. It's like she believes in like a psychic, kind of.
Maybe you're the place he needs to be.
Oh,
Wow, really gonna suck when she dies, doesn't it?
yeah.
That's fascinating. I don't know that we've ever seen like a true force healer like that.
Don't you know there's a curfew?
I needed to see you.
Then have a good look.
I think there's a way out of this before things go too far. My people are convinced
Cyril is gonna turn tides.
I had something to offer.
Fascinating.
If we could lay this off on outsiders, then
Well deserved. Oh, I really like that shot.
He kind of like blends into the background, but it looks cool.
And I feel like that kind of stands for his character. He doesn't really stand out, just kind of fades in.
This doesn't stand out at all. Yeah. Cassian's like a guy that gets a tarot reading and then is like, I don't believe in this, but then he hears the cards and is like, wait.
Let it in. Could only be good. There's no other reason.
It can only be good. Girl, you just fucking jinxed his ass.
The equivalent of everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, Nemec, don't worry. It'll be fine. Stressing my ass out over here. Oh, is that Draven? Is that General Draven from Rogue One? Is that who that is? I look like him. Yeah, it is! It's Draven!
I was just saying them in the back right there gave me the oh, you're awake from like Skyrim.
Yeah.
You're just like around just oh, you're awake.
Talk to me.
1200 of Mark. What are you doing? What? Look where you're going. You said come in low, right?
Why is Pack freaking out? I keep calling him Pack. I'm sorry, Will. Pack is his dad's name.
Haven't seen you in a while.
I know. Everyone's so busy.
Oh, Vel. Is that her?
Well,
I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Be around.
You're looking for Cassian, aren't you?
No. They sent me to talk to you.
Oh.
They need him, Biggs. They're on the verge of promoting him, and then he goes and does something like this morning. I know you. I know how deeply you believe in what we're doing. Cassian is a leader now. We've all given so much. A little discipline doesn't seem too much to ask.
When did this happen? It's been a few months.
Why are they here?
Test first thing. If that's a fail, we meet.
They're definitely gonna run
Our
into
secondary
Cyril.
will be the ship.
I just feel it. I know it.
I think it's the next episode.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be end of this episode, going into the next one.
Oh, like the cliffhanger?
Yeah.
The locals say she's on the plaza once or twice a day.
Oh, are they coming here to kill Dedra?
They're trying to take out, yeah, Jedra.
I mean, she could die.
So
I don't know.
I don't think so, because she had her head in her hands after the whole, at least what we were thinking, is that something happens to Cyril, and because she gets worse.
Ferries.
So I feel like she hasn't been as bad as she could be yet.
I think this is her being bad, is the Gorman stuff, but
Yeah, it's her being bad, but I don't know. I just feel like there's another level of bad she can even, like, she can get worse. I don't know how, but she can.
She will report it. We turn over our guest list each afternoon.
Good to know.
You'll have to carry your own bag this time. Another way.
he remembers him from last time. Okay, that's who I thought that was. I wonder if he's a rebel.
He's gotta be.
Oh, that actually made me really happy. That was like kind of sweet.
Oh, 007 action over here.
He's got a spyglass. Nice. Is he gonna see Dedra and Cyril jorking it freaky style?
Oh, it's Mirror.
I think it's a microphone. Is it a microphone or is it a mirror? Oh no, it is a mirror. That's got to be Sam Witwer voicing those fucking stormtroopers again. I missed Sam Witwer. He appeared in another episode talking to Cassian, but...
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Sam Witwer, fun fact, when he joined the Star Wars universe, he has voiced a stormtrooper, I think, in every project. He's even in the sequel movies. He voices stormtroopers in all the sequel movies.
That's amazing.
He's a great voice actor, don't get me wrong. He's a great actor too, but he is such a mega Star Wars fan that he's in like every Star Wars project. Because he was in season 1. He was the shore trooper that... no way.
Is that it?
Jeez. Okay. All right.
That went by way too fast.
I'm very nervous for the next episode.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. All right, Meg, that was Andor season 2, episode 7. What did you think?
I think it was good. I know it's like kind of the setup and things are just kind of building right now. I want to say this is probably one of my least favorite episodes of season 2.
Fair enough. It's a setup episode, yeah. Beginning of an era, beginning of an arc, so.
Exactly. So it's definitely probably the bottom for me of season 2 so far. But I still thought it was good. I mean, all the episodes have been so good, but it's just, just didn't hit the...
Don't worry. I think next episode will give you what you're looking for.
Oh, God.
I will say my predictions have changed a little bit now that we've got Cassian and Will on Gorman. I assumed it was going to be Bix that went with him. Because I, in my head, had written off Will in that he had gone off with Saw Gerrera, and then I just assumed we wouldn't see him again. I didn't assume that he would come back. However, now that he is back in the show, I don't have a good feeling about his survival rate. I also have an inkling still that Bix might still show up on Gorman at the behest of Vel, in which case we could lose her. I still think Cyril's toast. I still think his ass is gone. I know Cassian survives, obviously. As for everyone else, it's not looking good.
I still think that Bix will definitely also die in this arc. Will, I will say, I agree with you. He's definitely not going to make it off Gorman.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe there's a chance he's a scrappy little kid and he's survived a lot of horrors, but so is Bix and so is Cassian.
I don't think he's going to make it out.
Well, I mean, him being with the Gorman rebels, not a good look, especially if he's caught with them. I mean, it seems like he's running like a communications array down there in their hideout or wherever they are. And the moment they're found, I mean, he's toast. He might take a couple stormtroopers out with him, but...
I'm very curious now to when Bix will go. I do think it's going to be basically, like you said, due to Vel, that she's going to be coming. If she does go to Gorman, that's going to be the reason why.
That would be the only thing that would make her go there, would be to deliver Vel's message of like, they need you back at base. And Cassian's like, I can't leave right now, dude.
Watch me be wrong. and Bix goes out next episode. But part of me just really thinks like it's not going to be her next episode. She might go out in episode 9.
The next episode is called Who Are You? Which we've learned through watching Andor that the title of the episode comes up usually at least once. I think Who Are You is going to go from Cyril to Cassian, because I do think there is going to be a confrontation between Cyril and Cassian, because Cyril, as far as we know, is still here on Gorman. It could be Dedra. I don't know why Cassian would be near. Well, I guess if Cassian's hunting Dedra,
and he could ask her maybe if she has a moment alone with her, like being like, who are you? What is going on?
Well, he's going by I almost said a username. He's going by a fake name while he's here. And so the only thing is that Dedra knows what he looks like, and so does Cyril. So them asking who are you doesn't really make sense to me.
Cassian is going to ask.
Let me offer a counterpoint. Luthen asking Cassian, who are you? Are you a rebel or are you something else?
Ooh.
Because Luthen's trying to draw him back into the fray, right? And we didn't see Luthen last episode. I don't know if they said if Luthen was on Yavin, but Vel made a comment that they're not under Luthen anymore, which makes me think that they're working for other people. It looks like Cassian's already started working for Draven, who we know he's still working for up into Rogue One. Draven is the one that gives the command to have Galen Erso killed in Rogue One, Jyn Erso's dad. So it looks like there's been like a little shift, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Luthen is here.
You think so?
Yeah, they keep not in Gorman. I meant on Yavin, only because, well, I guess he would still be on Coruscant if he's trying to hold up his.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's in Coruscant.
Okay, that's my bad. I was thinking for whatever reason that he was there because just the way everyone was talking about him, it made it seem like he was like, I've been trying to reach Cassian and Cassian's not answering. But I guess if he's on Coruscant, it's much easier to avoid him if they're in a completely different star system.
Now, let me offer you a completely crazy counterpoint.
Yes, crazier the better.
Clea to Cassian or Cassian to Clea.
I like it.
They haven't met yet in person. For as far as we know, it could have happened off camera.
We have not seen them in person. We don't know if they've met in person or not.
We have no idea.
Could be. Ooh, Clea could be fun. My money, I'll pick 3. My money is on Cyril, Luthen, or Clea. That'll be my 3 on who asks that question.
Mine are the same except for Cyril, and I'm going to throw in Dedra.
Dedra asks it.
Mm-hmm. Or he asked Dedra.
I think it would be really funny if Cassian was like, who are you? To Cyril. And Cyril's like, you ruined my life, dude. I don't even know your name. I don't even know who you are.
That'd be a huge hit to his ego.
Transitioning more so into actual notes territory. Interesting thing with Cyril, he seems to be losing faith in the Empire, and I will go further to say that he has been since he was put on Gorman, because I think Cyril is a character who feels empathy. He is a little bit unlike Dedra, in which Dedra just seems very cold and very like sociopathic, where Cyril has more emotion. He is an emotional character, and that is not a negative thing. And we saw him, even though it looked at first like he was spying on the rebels, I genuinely think he has come to have sympathy for them, because he sees all these things the Empire is doing, and he's like, but they're not doing anything though. So like, why are we doing this? Because he doesn't understand, because he's not in the loop on everything. And his blind faith is, I think Cyril is a really good analogy of what happens when you have blind faith in a power. And I mean, Cyril is a great example of someone who follows a regime and follows a rule that does not benefit its people. Not necessarily, it benefits itself and it benefits the elites. He's a very good analogy for the average Republican, if I do say so myself, who believed in a false idol, and then that false idol turned around and started hurting people within the galaxy that he was supposed to protect. And Cyril's like, wait, the fuck?
Let me ask you this about Cyril. I know I asked this in season 1, which he was very different in season 1. We all
Very
know
true.
this. I'm going to ask you again. Do you think he might have a redemption arc? Maybe he dies by almost protecting them.
I think is very possible at this point. Him approaching the rebels and trying to say like, hey, have your people do this, maybe we can work something out, insists to me that he is seeking reconciliation, or is at least seeking a peaceful alternative. Because I don't think Cyril likes war. I don't think Cyril likes killing, and I don't think Cyril likes crime and punishment. I think he likes justice. And he strikes me very much as the type of character that believes in doing what is right. But from what he's seen,
this isn't right.
the Gormans haven't really done anything to warrant this level of militia, this level of control, this curfew put over them, and he knows it's wrong. And I think the problem that Cyril is facing right now is that he's been indoctrinated to believe things his entire life and has blindly followed the Empire probably for his entire life, and is now for the first time in the thick of it going, oh fuck, we might be the bad guys here. Like,
Yeah.
why? And I think his thing too is mainly he just doesn't understand what's going on, which is partly why I'm like, if they're setting that up narrative speaking, I can totally see him and Cassian having a meeting where Cassian is like, look at what you've done. You are a part of this. Whether you set up the barricade or not, you wear the suit that set it up. You are part of the problem.
I wonder if either Cyril or Cassian are gonna save each other in a time that's gonna be like almost last second, and maybe that's when the "Who are you?" comes up because like at first Cyril's trying to hunt Cassian, now he might be helping him, and he's like, "Who are you, dude?"
Well, I think the preview for episode 9, no, 8, sorry, episode 8, I think it's Cassian all beat up. The main picture for Who Are You is Cyril standing in the plaza and there are bodies on the ground. So it is confirmed that he is still in Gorman and he will be here for the massacre. So I saw an image of Cassian with like a bloody nose and like a split lip. So he gets into a fight. Whether that's just a tussle on the street with soldiers or what, he was looking over his shoulder at something. I wonder if Cyril finds him and captures him and then releases him later. Like, if they have this whole interaction of like the massacre begins, I don't know why Cyril would pull him away then, but that's just what the preview shows. But I mean, if Cassian's hurt and beat up, the question of who are you could come to play in that Cyril takes him and they have a discussion and a conversation in which Cassian, I mean, Cyril looks like he seems like a character who would be willing to change his mind if proven wrong. He just has to be proven wrong.
I think it'd be really interesting to see also the if that did happen, like him letting him go, like the parallel between the episode whenever Cassian gets away and then him actually letting him go. So it shows a huge difference in Cyril.
Yeah, Cassian could have killed him and did not. Cassian showed him mercy. And I do think that has to come back around. I am almost 95% positive Cassian and Cyril will meet in the next episode.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
I have this gut feeling they're going to.
Anyway, back to notes for this episode. Saw Yavin 4, the base is up and
Yes.
running. They seem to have gotten rid of the big beasties that are out there. They've colonized the area a little bit, cleared it out. We know that Will is still working with Luthen, but seems to be the only one. Vel, Cassian, and Bix are no longer answering Luthen's calls, so to say. But Luthen does want to reach out to Cassian, does want to find Cassian. He's looking for him, needs him for something.
Bro's obsessed.
I mean, me too. But Will seems to be displaying some of Saw Gerrera's mannerisms of like the hyper paranoia, the kind of extremist views of like, well, he's actually doing something. Like the rest of them aren't fucking doing anything. So that's interesting. Maybe Will has had more contact with Saw Gerrera, or maybe just his time with Saw was influential enough. I'm not sure. I'd love to know more. Also, the rhodium or rhodium or whatever the hell he was huffing. Bro's been sniffing Sharpies. We've got Dedra and Cyril are both on Gorman now. Partagast said that they were moving forward with their original plan, which strikes to me as in Dedra posed something different, had a different idea for what was going to be done, and they were like, nah, we're going to do it this way. And she was like, well, fuck. Told Cyril to get out. He did not listen, which means he's gonna die, and she's gonna see him die and be like, fuck, I got my boyfriend killed by doing this. We got a mention of Edu, which is the planet from Rogue One where Galen Erso is stationed, where he is currently building Project Stardust, which is the Death Star, which is super cool. That was a cool little like Rogue One shout out, was Edu. Loved that. We saw General Draven, which was cool as well. We saw Vel. We had this like great moment where the concierge remembered Cassian from the earlier episode. And then the last big thing that needed to be talked about for me that I had was the Force healer that we had on Yavin. I wore my Force sensitive shirt today, and I just think that that's really funny that I happened to wear this on the one time in Andor there's someone with midi-chlorians of some sort that have a high enough rating to use the Force or whatever. So that was really cool. She called Cassian a messenger, said there's a place that he needs to be. We know that place is Scarif, but he doesn't, so that's really cool. I don't know. I just thought that was cool. That was an interesting storyline. I want to see more of it.
I really loved how she, like, you know, how they described the messenger, where it was like, well, they build it as and they take things with them as they go. And I thought that was really cool. Also, a lot of my notes are honestly, yeah, I had the healer and everything, but a lot of them are just quotes like peaceful resistance carries dignity.
Mhm.
If they take this that from us, then what's worth saving? Maybe you're the place he needs to be. That killed me. That killed me. Me with someone when.
I'd say that for me too, but I'm gonna die alone, so.
No. No, no.
No.
No, no, no.
No. Anything else from you, Meg? I went through all my notes. I didn't take a ton of notes this time because I was too entrenched in the story.
I didn't either. Basically, like Luthen, he's saying Luthen's making things happen. Empire has gone insane, as Will says. I mean, granted, I don't think that one is very much of a huge stretch as people are making it out to be, because they literally have gone insane. They're literally about to, you know, the Gorman massacre is literally about to take place. Yeah, the Empire is insane. So I will back you up on that, Will. Dedra was the one who destroyed Ferrix. So Mon Mothma, we know that people are kind of like that one gentleman came up to her and he just thanked her for everything. Like you said, I agree that, you know, her husband is a piece of shit. Her daughter's really shitty. Everyone in her life is pretty much shitty. I mean, Tay's gone, but also he was not great towards her towards the end.
Yeah, that's another thing. Have no mention of Tay Colma whatsoever since his ride with Cinta.
Yep. And no one has said anything. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that there's been no mention of him at all. Like, I even if it was passing of like, you know, no one's seen Tay in 2 years, you know, even if it was that, you know,
just gone under the rug. Goodbye, Tay.
I think we're just supposed to assume that he's dead because that man isn't dead.
Yeah, I had those quotes, and then yeah, Vel went to Bix saying that they need Cassian. That was a moment where I was just kind of like, yeah, this is going to be leading to Bix's demise, unfortunately. I know all of y'all, a lot of majority of you are Jyn Erso and Cassian shippers. I am a huge Bix and Cassian shipper. So this is a very heartbreaking thing for me. But I also don't think Cassian would have completely gone into the person he is in Rogue One if it wasn't for Bix's death thing. I don't have any melatonin because my tears will take me to sleep tonight. So
yeah, I'm I told my mom when I was doing my makeup, I was like, I think I'm gonna cry tonight. She was like, why? I was like, I think we're gonna like lose a lot of people. Watch my stupid ass say that and then we don't lose anyone. There's no way. There's no way everyone survives.
No, there's gonna be deaths. It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's gonna be deaths. And then that Cassian's room is across from the Empire's offices.
Yes, cool. Very cool. And he's spying. Doing some hot spy shit.
I just thought that was interesting. Those are pretty much all of my notes. Bix, I'm really gonna miss you.
We're mourning her and she's not even dead yet.
I fear I will never shut up about Nemec or Bix.
Nemec was a sad loss, but unfortunately, I knew it was coming.
Even still, the comments, like the comments people have left on our videos and everything, and they're like, yeah, I'm like, they're like, they'll mention Nemec. I'm like, I still miss him.
I know. If you mention Nemec in our comments, you will summon Megan. She will find it. All right, well, we will wrap up our reaction here. I'm deadly excited to get into the next one. So you guys can check us out in our next episode, which will be episode 8, Who Are You? Of season 2 of Andor. We'll catch you guys over there.
Wait. Did you say deadly excited?
I'm deadly excited.
Allison. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.